Hey, what's up? My name is Sackless, and today we're going to be looking at the recent update for Project Spark and what I think of it, the good things, and there's a lot of good things, and the bad things, and there's a lot of bad things. So there's a lot of bad things that I think need to be addressed immediately, and some things that are more preference but I don't like. So, first, you're going to be getting two things in one here. You're going to be getting the very first sneak peek reveal of a massive scale project that I'm working on. I'm not going to give you any details about it, but it's large scale and it's awesome. Secondly, when I restart this, which your screen's not froze, I'm just waiting to restart it, you'll notice that the ambient noise with birds chirping and like the forest sound is really, really loud. So, oh, looks like I got a message from someone. So, I'm going to restart it. I don't know if you can tell. Probably can't because I have it turned down. But it is really, really loud for ambient noise. There's only one way that I've found to fix this consistently. Oh, and if I let this play out for a little while, it'll eventually just cut out. While I'm waiting for it to cut out, I'm going to show you a couple of mechanics that I've got going. So let me grab some seeds. And this is my functioning but very large inventory system. And I'm going to do some farming. So I just planted a tiny little pumpkin. And yes, that is a custom connect emote if you're wondering. I also noticed that they seem to have removed the sound effect from the poof, which kind of frustrates me. There we go. So it doesn't seem like the ambient noise is cutting out right now, but it has in the past, and then it'll randomly cut back in and out. So the only way that I've found to fix it is you edit, go to world settings, and just change the ambient sound. So ambient, come on, type for me. I swear it only messes up when I start recording. Like this thing works perfect all the other time. Ambient. So I'm going to, I don't know, ambient forest. Is there an ambient forest around here? There we go. Once I change it, it goes back to nice and quiet like it should be. Now, sorry. Now if you listen, it's just a little something in the background. It's so much easier to deal with. The other thing that I think needs addressed right away, this drives me absolutely insane. Now, you may think this is a small deal. Most people may think this is a small deal. But they changed the jumping animation so the character's hands just kind of go into free fall. I can't stand this. Watch this guy when he jumps off the edge. It looks so bad. His hands just flail. I mean, if you're an awesome knight in full armor and you jump off the ledge, you're not going to let your arms flail. You're going to keep them nice and tucked close to your body, like the old Project Spark animation was. It just looks so bad. And it happens, it's so short. I mean, here, it doesn't even make sense for it to happen. I removed the double jump from this character because of how bad that annoyed me. I'd really like to see that come back. But the other reason I removed double jump from my character is because the double jump animation's all messed up. Let me go back into his movement. Jump and let him double jump. He does his front flip in like one frame. So not only does he have the stupid hands, but it's just... He's not... Either have him jump off the air or do a front flip, but you can't have him do both. It's so ugly. I can't deal with that. Which is really frustrating because I was happy with how the old animation was. There was no reason to change it. I liked it. It's just, that's ugly. Let's see. Oh, and this is worth mentioning. The shockwave is all broken. Well, at least the last time I tried it, it was. Let's put shockwave on this thing. And if it does what it does last time, it just makes the ground seizure. It doesn't make a nice little shockwave. It just... Yeah, whatever the heck that is. It's not pretty. It's not controlled. Even when you tell it to do it once, it just keeps doing it. It's just, ugh. So that needs to get fixed. Let's see. In terms of things I don't like, that may be it. Alright. There's a couple things that I'm like mildly indifferent to, but I understand why they did it. And here, let me grab an axe from over here. Okay. Now, if you remember Project Spark, usually when you jump and then attack things, every time you land an attack, you kind of freeze midair for a second. They took that out. So now when you jump, you free fall. You can still attack much faster. Like here, this will be a good example over here. You can attack faster than usual, but you don't get that little in-air delay. Now, I understand why they did this, and actually I'm okay with it because it makes combat a little more fluid. But it does... I've made worlds that were balanced to being able to pause midair, and now I would have to go back and rebalance them, or they'll just be tougher. So... I understand why, but it's just something, Alright, I see that they changed it. Also, do you like my little XP system? It's not at all like Minecraft. Not at all. Alright, so... I think that's about it for the list of things I don't like. Let's get into the things I do like, because there are a lot of good things about this update. First and foremost are the new character options. Oh my gosh, yes! This has been like... The number one thing I've wanted more is more female options. Because the poor female characters had like 2 options and that was it. So let's take a look at this person. First, I'm going to remove her helmet because then you can see her better. So, as you can actually see here, we got lots of helmets. These 2 we've had before and that was it. And that one you had to buy. But now we have the Scarlet level 2. You have to unlock these by playing Crossroads, and I don't know how I completely feel about that. I'm glad that they gave them to us for free, but Crossroads is clunky. The frame rate's bad, it takes forever to play. It's just kind of buggy, and there's a lot of broken things about it, at least that I've run into. So I really don't play Crossroads. I don't know what it is. Nothing against the Project Spark devs, but every world that they create and release, the frame rate's like 20 or worse all the time. So I don't really enjoy playing Crossroads because of that. So you have to unlock these helmets with that. And you have to unlock these helmets through Crossroads after you purchase it. I don't know how I feel about that. But hey, at least we get new helmets. I like the spikes there. I like the centerpiece there. What's she doing with her arm there? Huh. Well, they gave us new chest pieces. I wish they would have given us more peasant shirt stuff. But this actually works decently as a peasant shirt. This is probably one of my favorite new additions. It's nice and sleek and thin, and doesn't have a bunch of stupid fur sticking out. The glove fur, that's just on the gloves. I'm going to give her that. I'm waiting for stuff on the back. If you notice, my character has a backpack. My main character over there, he has a backpack, which I had to manually add. It's a little clunky. So I wish they'd really give us backpacks. The hands... Not much to say, but they gave us more gloves. I like... These gloves are pretty good. Legs. Yeah, whoop-de-doo, they gave us more legs. Feet. Pretty much along the same line as pants. It's not really a big deal. Though I don't like those pants. There we go. That looks pretty good. So... They gave us new clothing, which is cool. And they gave us new character options, which this is awesome. I wish they'd give us more body types for females, but I understand why they don't. It's just every female has a young woman body type right now. Which, with the guys, they gave them like the young man body type, and also they gave them the big fat blacksmith. So I wouldn't mind seeing something like maybe an older woman, or, I don't know, something along those lines. Head. Look at all these options. Look at all these options! There's so many options! This is great. Even though this head looks so bug-eyed to me, and this head just... She just ran into a wall way too many times. But even though they do look dorky, it gives so much more diversity to the world, because you're not stuck with that face only. There's also this face, and it's alright. They also gave us new hairstyles, which is good. This is still my favorite, probably, but this is a close second. And it's just, these are all nice, diverse, but good-looking hairstyles. I feel like that would be a hairstyle that either my mom or River Song would have. And that looks like a little girl's hairstyle. And they don't give us mustaches for girls. But they gave us a bunch of new character options, and that's awesome. They also did kind of the same thing with goblins, and that's alright. Which is good, because most people are only limited to goblins. They don't have yetis or zombies. So I'm glad to see that they now give them more options. Even if the options are fairly limited, more options are good options. And see, this guy's got a back item. Why don't the humans have a back item? Legs and feet are kind of pointless to change, but... And they even let us change how the character looks. Even though I'd love to have a taller goblin rather than these short little grunty ones. They let us change heads. That one looks pretty crazy. That one looks really crazy. That one's like boss fight goblin. Hair, not gonna lie, this first goblin, whoa, it's not showing the right hair right now. Okay. The hair that makes them look emo is utterly stupid. Just gotta say it. Mustache, no mustache. Beard's alright. So, I like all the stuff that they gave us. That's a much cooler looking goblin than just that. Just, because this thing is in every world ever, ever, ever. So it's nice to see that they're giving us more options finally. Oh, let's see. What else do I like? They added multiplayer code. I'm just going to open up her brain so I don't give away too many spoilers. They added multiplayer code. I have not played with the multiplayer code, but it looks cool. Assign player, all players, no players. I mean, they're definitely getting ready for real multiplayer. I don't know what this tile nursery is. I see it pop up every so often. Something that does make me a little frustrated. They didn't give us any more UI elements, which is frustrating because in Crossroads they have like every UI element you could dream of, and then here they're like, screw you, you get 3 things and they're all clunky. So, but you can see I made a mask, goggles, and a headpiece for my character, and she looks awesome. My male character looks about the same as a normal male character. They added new stuff to the male character. Like they gave him a new head. But it's not a head I'd give my main character. Same with the hair. They changed the hair, and they added new mustache and new beard and whatnot. It's just, they're good, and I will use them, but they're not things I'd give to my main character. Because I like my main character to look good. So, and it's just me, or do they add more detail to his eyes? Hold still, fool. Huh. Yeah, it looks like they added more detail to his eyes, including, you know, eyeliner. I know they definitely did for the females. The females have more look in their eyes. So, they added a lot of new stuff. They also added some new weapons, which are fancy looking, but you have to unlock a lot of them. So, I hope this was helpful. I really, 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 really hope that the jumping gets changed back. That's my #1 thing. Jumping and double jumping just... Oh, it's so bad. So bad. It's just... It almost makes me want to keep my character from ever jumping ever. So, I may sound like I'm just an annoying kid who doesn't know what he's talking about, but if I open up Smart Glass on my phone right now, give me just a second, I can tell you exactly how many hours I've logged in this game, and it's not a small number. Let's see. Tackless. Project Spark. According to Smart Glass, I have logged when it loads. Come on. My internet's not the best. Oh yeah, one other nitpick while this is loading. Something needs to be done about the loading screen after an update, because I updated the game and then I had to wait literally another hour as all the content reassigned or licensed or whatever the heck that was, because I bought a lot of stuff. It was like 59 items. It took so long. That needs to get fixed somehow. I would be a fan if you guys went to a DLC system rather than an update system, so that when you buy a content pack, you actually have to download that sucker. That way, the game can load, and then I don't even know if I know what I'm talking about entirely. But that way, the game doesn't have to load all of your DLCs every time you open the game. The DLCs are separate. Alright, so my smart glass is loaded, and as of this moment, I have logged 375 hours into Project Spark. That's a lot of hours. I mean, I have logged more hours in the Project Spark than I will full-time college for the next year. I'm sure of it. So, I play this game a lot. I know this game pretty well. I'm not happy with some of these changes, and I would really appreciate it if they either gave us the option to change it back, or would just outright change it back. And some of the bugs, like the ambient sound, that needs to be changed soon. And the shockwave, because I have plans to use the shockwave, but not if it's broken and crazy. So, this is overall, I'd say, a good update, but it's kind of like a good update with some bones in it. It's kind of frustrating because they messed up the jumping. So, respectfully, if this ever gets to Team Dakota, I would like them to change the jumping back, or something along those lines. Did I just duplicate her? No, I didn't. Also, my left trigger no longer selects between items, and that's kind of annoying because I was actually using that. Instead, it just doubles the item, which I understand. That's alright, but you can already do that with a right trigger, so put left trigger back to selecting items that are really close to each other, if you feel awesome. So, thank you guys for watching. I don't mean to sound all complaining. Usually I've been really excited about all these Project Spark updates. I've gotten way more things that I like rather than I don't like. And the female character options are awesome. It's just... I had to make this video. I had to just get it off my chest. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.